We are left with no other recourse other than to demand his immediate resignation. And if he refuses, he must be fired by the Prime Minister.
Bless up my people. Welcome back to the channel. It's a girl and Isabel Rose. Thanks for all the new subscribers. Thanks to the returning subscribers. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, turn the post notification bell on, put it on all so you won't miss an upload from me. On the road to 20k, help me to get there, my people. So in this one, my people, back on the matter of the whole health saga amongst high rates of, maternal mortality. And the People's National Party representatives questioning Minister of Health Christopher Tufton. And so, my people, we're seeing the doctors, basically, Dr. Dayton Campbell, Dr. Michael Abrahams, as well as Dr. Alfred Dawes, basically coming out saying that there's a difference between doctors and doctorate. My people, records are showing that maternal and fetal mortality rate is higher now than back in the 80s. And Chris Tufton basically put out a statement in a news media article saying that in practically, my people, quote unquote, blaming the mothers, saying that they're not taking them health serious and they're not aware of certain health problems when it comes on to being pregnant. He also put out a post, my people, saying that large nations are stripping the small countries of trained workers. And this came about after a little 4-day-old baby had died because of no ventilator available at the Maypen hospital at the time. And one was available at another hospital, but he said there's no trained personnel to have operated, that with the baby. And so the mother watched her baby took the last breath. And if we can go back to 2020, the very same Christopher Tufton had quoted, "If you don't love it, leave it." Tufton tell nurses to be more committed to patients than pay. Right? And them get 300% increase, and I tell people about pay. Enough time we're there at the hospital and we don't have what to work with. Right? And we have to improvise. So, what am I talking about? Well, the nurses, them are lead out. Are going to the bigger countries, them and now I'm still a ball. So make up your mind, brother. Of recent, we've seen Dr. Michael Abrahams calling out Tufton under the management of the health sector under his watch. My people. Abraham says is a cause for concern. For starters, the Auditor General has repeatedly flagged the Ministry of Health and Wellness for awarding contracts without putting them out to tender, not following procurement procedures and not accounting for large sums of money. And we see the whole saga with the $700 billion, my people, over a 10-year period. And that includes all of what you're seeing on the screen right now, my people, from them purchasing how much tablets and TVs in the whole pandemic era and giving out contracts, advertising for 9 months without competitive process, you name it. Giving out contracts to what they say are persons associated with Dr. Tufton, namely the old Archer's Funeral Home. He also called them out on the 9 newborn babies who have died from infectious bacterial outbreak at the Victoria Jubilee Hospital, in which Tufton had said that he knew of same in the latter part of August. And we're seeing Mark Golding had questioned him 2 times, and he didn't answer the question. He called him out on a video that Tufton was seen in telling a woman that 4 billion people had taken the AstraZeneca vaccine and none of them had died. Only to come now, my people, and we learn that they have taken the AstraZeneca off the market due to blood clotting problems. He also called him out on the mismanagement of the renovation of the Cornwall Regional Hospital that began with a $2 billion redevelopment project and is said to be taking almost 7 years to be completed with a skyrocketed budget of over $21 billion. He called him out on the children hospital, that's the Bustamante Hospital for Children, having no CT scan or MRI machines. Not to mention the Kingston Public Hospital, that doesn't have any either. He called him out on the whole travel advisory as it pertains to the US. He calls all of this scandalous and says that the permanent secretary and his whole team at the Ministry of Health and Wellness, including Tufton, has a lot of explaining to do. There must be accountability. Ultimately, the Minister of Health and Wellness is in charge. If he takes credit for the ministry's successes, he must also accept responsibility for its shortcomings and failures, and there are too many, in my opinion. His position as manager of our health sector has become untenable. Following that, my people, we see in the People's National Party, GenSec Dayton Campbell, in a campaign for the People's National Party, basically rephrasing, saying about the same thing that Abraham's calling out Tufton for in his campaign. And my people, I want to listen to it, listen to what him have to say. Him differentiating doctors from doctorate.
On the outset, we want to wish Mr. Tufton a complete and speedy recovery from his injuries. Because we don't have nothing against Tufton personally. We want him to get better, and we don't want him to have a deficit when he gets better. I want him fully functional. Because I don't have a problem with Dr. Tufton as a person. I have a problem with his politics. And I have a problem with his politics, and I'm going to make a case tonight against him. Because I told you before that there is a difference between letter and letterate. And there's a difference between doctor and doctorate. Tufton has a doctorate in marketing. I'm a doctor. And that is why we have a problem in reaching in marketing real time because other people do. Not extreme, not angry. But I want to take you to medical class tonight. 101, medicine 101, introduction to this. And we have Dr. Wall here, we have Dr. Andre here, so we have backup. Well, Andre, you know what about me, coming on in final, but you just go and crush. You know what I'm saying? But here's my problem with Christopher Tufton. Last week, our spokesperson on health put out some numbers and another press conference. And in this press conference, he complained about some things. The number of ventilators in the country and the mortality rate for mothers and for neonates. Yes? That's what he complained about. Then said, he was telling lie. And then said, he was telling lie. To be frank, the CMO says, we don't have a problem with ventilators, we have enough. Don't make me ask something right in the corner. And 2 weeks ago, I'm building it up and making a hospital and coming on the ventilator. How can you say you don't have a problem with ventilators, you have enough? When in Jamaica, and a 3 guys remote 2 weeks ago, a mother said she was her child to her last breath. Yeah. And when we talk about the numbers, yeah, they look out on themselves now. They start saying one and not take care of themselves. Then me in Jamaica take care of myself long time. And what could have caused people all of a sudden to just stop take care of themselves? Out of honor. He's trying to blame the mothers and guys that feel for the because he does not want to take any responsibility for it. You are the children. You heard the arguments. Yes, man. We take a bit of that. In the matter of Christopher Tufton versus the people of Jamaica, when it comes on to the increase in maternal mortality rate, how do you find it? In the matter of Dr. Christopher Tufton versus the people of Jamaica, when it comes on to the increase in the mortality, the death rate of the neonates, and the young one that was just one or two us, how do you find it? In the matter of Dr. Tufton versus the people of Jamaica, when it comes on to Cornwall Regional Hospital, that the budget moved from 5 million to 20 million and the building still not complete, how do you find it? In the matter, I'm going to put them on one and each get a different sentence. In the matter of Dr. Christopher Tufton versus the people of Jamaica, when it comes on to the Auditor General's report that $700 billion are unaccounted for, how do you find it? In the matter of Dr. Tufton versus the children of this country, that there is no working CT scan machine at the Bustamante Hospital for children, how do you find it? In the matter of Dr. Tufton versus the people of this country, when they make the country run out of oxygen during COVID and our brothers and sisters are dying, how do you find it? In the matter of Dr. Tufton versus even the dead people of this country, when you have to carry your dead from one parish go to one next parish, how do you find it? Order. If it is that this minister is guilty of all of these acts against the people of this country, we are left with no other recourse other than to demand his immediate resignation, and if he refuses, he must be fired by the Prime Minister.
Y'all heard it for yourself, my people, and so when these doctors speak out now, are some people still gonna say it's all in the name of politics, when the people on the ground who are feeling it, the poorer class of people, and we go to the public hospitals them and cannot access certain resources, we are going to say now say it's a political strategy. Not everything is politics. And so I want to hear Funo 2 cents on all that has been going on as it pertains to the whole health sector. Right? Are these misinformation? Are these lies? Make me hear from one of my people. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Run over to my other platform, Instagram and Facebook, and follow me over there at Anisabel Rose. Check out the YouTube store, make a purchase, it goes in support of the channel. Check out the YouTube membership. You get a lot of benefits by becoming a member. Returning subscribers, thanks for the continued support. New subscribers, thanks for coming on board. New viewers, come on board, journey with me, join the family. Subscribe to the channel, like up the videos, share out the videos. Support the ABR movement by playing your part. On the road to 20k, help me to get there, my people, by liking and sharing out the videos. Get this video to at least 2,000 likes. Stay tuned for more videos. Stay tuned for more updates. Big up on yourself.